What's up guys, Miss here, back with another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes commentary video. Today we are continuing my roster videos with Eeth Koth. He is a kind of a niche character, so he doesn't really fit into a whole lot of lineups on a consistent basis. But he is a very high power level character, so he ends up at this spot in my roster review. He is pretty much what his description says, a stunning Jedi support who is extremely effective against droids. That extremely bit is a little subjective, but he has 11,000 health, about 5,000 protection, so he's about average for your Jedi. He has relatively high special damage, but I wouldn't read too much into that because it doesn't really reflect much in his actual damage done. His potency and his tenacity are, again, about average. His basic attack, Breaching Strike, deals physical damage to target enemy and inflicts defense down for 3 turns if the target is a droid. Pretty handy with droids. His Force Push ability deals special damage to target enemy with 75% chance to stun for 1 turn and 100% chance to inflict ability block for 3 turns if the target is a droid. Again, effective against droids. His leader ability, Stalwart Jedi Defender, increases Jedi defense. Nothing really mysterious there. His Anti-Droid Specialist ability gives him an extra 25% critical chance and 10% critical damage when attacking droids. Again, making him more effective against droids. His gear is not that hard. I have him at gear level 8. He does have a couple pieces that are more difficult to farm just because they require pieces that are used across several other characters. So it's really just a matter of who you want to give the pieces of gear to. Otherwise, the majority of his level 8 gear pieces are very easy to get. And of course, there's always that one piece of gear that is raid-only specific and will take forever to get. That's to be expected. Pretty much every character has that one piece of gear at level 8 to get to level 9 that requires raid gear. His shards are found in the arena store, which shouldn't be a surprise to too many of you. Having his shards available in the shard shop make him one of the easier Jedi to farm if you're still pursuing that 7-star Yoda. That's basically one of the only reasons I farmed him was for the Yoda event. I had already unlocked him previous to the event because I borrowed him from an ally when I was still very early into the game. And at the time, he was hitting for a decent amount of damage, so I thought, well, maybe I can farm him up and he might be an asset to my team. I've been very, I guess you could say, less than impressed with most of his damage. You saw his special ability there hit for 2,700. His basic attack hit for 21. Essentially, without Eeth Koth's stun ability, he would have absolutely no place in my roster lineup aside from being used to unlock Yoda. As it stands, though, with his stun ability, I do like to throw him in on... I like to throw him into the challenge that requires support characters for that stun, being able to stun Savage before he can do that AoE smash that brings everyone down to 1 health point. It's very useful for blocking that ability because it's such a consistent stun. Otherwise, I use him in Galactic War on kind of my BC whatever squad when I just need somebody who can get a stun in on one character before they taunt, or maybe get a stun in on one of those nuisance characters like First Order TIE Pilot, Princess Leia, or Resistance Pilot, who do a lot of damage very quickly, so I can keep that BC squad whatever alive for just that little bit longer. Essentially, at the end of the day, Eeth Koth is a moderate damage, stunning Jedi who has a little bit extra damage possible against droids. My next video will be over Barisafi. If you missed my last video over Count Dooku, you can click the annotation on the screen to be taken to that video. You might also be wondering why I haven't put out a video about Cad Bane coming to Galactic War shipments. It's because unless he gets buffed, I don't really see any point in farming him. However, if that does change, I will make a video about it. As always, like, favorite, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later.